Using here is a blog.
What is a blog?
Good question, Donzo. A blog is an internet-based genre which is usually run by an individual or a company that provides information about specific products.
Well, what can a company use a blog for?
It's another great question, Donzo. A company can use a blog for many different reasons. Usually, a company uses the blog to push across their own product, which features reviews of real-life customers and demonstrations about that product.
That sounds good. But what is this blog about?
This specific blog is about the company iProtect. iProtect wants it to whenever a specific customer reads this blog, they want a light bulb to go off in that customer's head to say that they absolutely need an identity theft protection program. The reason a potential customer would notice this blog in the first place is because they're on some internet accessible device. Through this blog, iProtect hopes that they'll gain customers through it.
Well, what is iProtect?
Good question, Donzo. iProtect is a new generation identity theft protection service. Here at iProtect, all of our workers are driven to protect customers to the maximum. Like, they literally live to protect.
Okay, well, what is identity theft?
Donzo, identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in America. I have a blog about it, but we'll come back to that later.
Well, what is the purpose for this?
The purpose is simple: to prevent identity theft. Identity theft is a serious problem in the world, and one does not actually think about preventing it until it's too late. iProtect wants to create a world where no one has to worry about what some thief can steal from them one day. And our goal is to have it where everyone realizes that they need extra help and protection of their identity, even if it's just a little bit. We want to one day have it to where everyone looks to iProtect as the FBI of identity theft. With this blog, I will give quick and easy to understand information about identity theft. My blog combines with the company's mission statement of one day making identity theft obsolete.
Ooh.
Donzel, do you want to know some interesting facts that I learned throughout this project?
I would love that.
Well, did you know that identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America?
No!
Yeah. Did you also know that in America alone, 1 in every 14 people fall victims to identity theft every single year? That's over 18 million Americans a year.
Gee willikers.
That's not even the most mind-blowing fact that I learned. In the world, every 2 seconds, someone else falls victim to identity theft.
Whoa.
I know, Donzel, it's crazy. Well, let's talk about the blog. Well, as you can see, the header image is some company members.
Yep.
There's myself,
Uh-huh.
my associates,
Yep.
all women. That's okay. The little emblem with the shield, that's iProtect's logo.
It's
has
nice.
Has a shield, and that shows protection, helps show protection, like security. The name iProtect is under that, and then it says this blog is in affiliation with iProtect. Okay. The first blog that's on here is easy ways to protect yourself from identity, because everybody needs to know some easy and quick ways to help protect yourself from identity. What do you think you would do if you lost your credit card or debit card?
Well, if I lost my credit card or debit card, I'd probably get a new one, cancel it out.
Good. That's the first thing you should do if you ever lose your credit card or debit card is contact your bank immediately. Donzel, do you happen to own any store cards?
I do, actually, I do.
Donzel, that's not good, because if a company gets their files stolen, and this happens a lot, your personal information could easily be stolen.
Ooh.
Does your computer stay up to date on computer software?
Actually not. I've not bought any new systems for that to keep update.
Well, if you keep your computer updated, identity theft is really hard on your computer. And do you also monitor your credit card statements regularly?
I do, but sometimes I get lost in time and I don't regularly check up on them.
That's okay. I must say myself, I hardly ever do. I just check my bank account really fast. If I see some money missing, it's usually like, oh, that was the other day. So I'm going to have to get better at that too.
Okay.
Do you use sites like PayPal when you order stuff online?
Absolutely. My eBay account, I use PayPal all the time.
Well, PayPal is like a middleman, so it helps prevent identity theft. All right, on the second blog, iProtect talks about how identity theft can occur. Dunzel, quick question: how do you think identity theft occurs?
I guess somebody just happens to have something where they can read your cards and they just kind of take it. I don't really know.
I didn't either, Dunzo. That's why when I did some research, I learned that the number one way identity theft occurs is identity databases. Do you know what one of those are?
I do not.
Well, every computer has one. Do you remember last week when you bought a drink from the store?
No.
Alright, well, if you used a card to buy that certain drink, your card and your name and all your information about you went on that company's database.
Oh, dang.
And as described before, the database is a company's database. If it's hacked, your personal information can be taken with it.
Oh, that's real bad, Mr. Oliver.
Dunzo, do you know what keylog strokes are?
No.
Did you know that if you're on your computer, somebody can download a keystroke onto your computer and can see everything you type?
What?
And you won't even be able to notice that they're there.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. They were originally developed for IT programs to help assist with problems. Dunzo, does your computer ever have pop-ups?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I know one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pop-up that said, enter to win $1 million. And you know, being a kid, $1 million seems like $10 million because a dollar seems like 20. So I clicked it and I entered my information. And I got so many emails and phone calls from many different places. But luckily I was a little kid, so my identity wasn't stolen. Did you know that your identity can also be stolen off wireless networks?
No.
Yeah. Your own personal network. Somebody can sit outside your house and hack into it. And then if you enter anything, it belongs to them now.
Oh, dang.
It's like the sky's the limit. And the third blog and the last blog is about major identity theft breaches in the past year. Now, Dunzel, before we look at it, what do you think is the largest identity theft breach in 2015, like money-wise? Like, what would you say, $10,000, $20,000?
I would say no more than $50,000.
Well, on the 25th of September of 2015 in Montgomery, Alabama, this specific case, 9 people were convicted of stealing a staggering amount of $24 million. Yeah, Dunzel, that's a lot of money. And they had been doing that since 2011.
Oh my gosh.
That's 4 years of identity fraud that went unseen.
That's mind-blowing. I can't even fathom.
Well, Dunzel, in the 31st July of 2015, this brother duo of Dempson and Windsor Boyjo got prosecuted for identity fraud, and you know how they got caught?
I have no clue.
Dunzel, they had stolen the identities of over 1,000 individual people, and the one identity that they stole was a police officer.
A police officer?
Yeah. If you click on the link, you can read more about it and how the police officer filed a report and everything.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check on that later.
All right. Well, did you know that on the 29th of September 2015, this Tiffany Pye Williams was sentenced to over 10 years in prison for crimes and identity fraud?
No.
Did you know she stole over $5.3 million from the government?
$5.3 million?
Yeah, in tax refunds.
Oh.
And then after the blogs, you can check out what iProtect really is about. And you can read what iProtect does and how identity theft is a serious problem. And don't forget, think once, think twice, think iProtect.
Alrighty.
It's the slogan. If you'd like to learn more about iProtect, Donzo, you can always check out the Facebook page.
Okay.
And in the Facebook page, you can see what we're up to that moment.
Gotcha.
And what we did at the company the other day. All or any specific things we're doing. And then we also have a website that you can check out. And on the website, you can read what identity theft is. You can know the dangers of identity theft, plans of actions, and you can contact us.
Gotcha.
Also on our blog, you can contact us simply on the blog.
Okay.
You can ask us questions. Do you have any other questions?
I think for right now I'm good, Mr. Oliver. What's your phone number?
Well, you can ways to reach us on the contact us page is the phone number of 1-800-PROTECT. So if you enter 1-800-PROTECT, if you have a phone, you can notice that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 keypads have A, B, C, D, E, F, G all on it. So for the P, you would enter the number for P, R, O, T, C, T.
Yeah.
And so on. You can also contact us at our office, which is 24/7.
Alrighty.
All right. And that is iProtect.
Well, thank you, Mr. Oliver.